The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So here are the Commanders making their way out. And they are led out there by their mobile quarterback.
We're seeing it more and more in this league, how teams love to have athletes back there taking the snaps, guys who can throw it and move around and get yardage with their legs if needed. He's one of the best examples that we see out there right now. He can throw for hundreds of yards one week and then run for 100+ the next. He adds an extra dimension that really confounds defenses when he puts it all together.
Now a throw over the middle, and he's got it to start the drive. Yeah, this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. The first carry for the Memphis man, Antonio Gibson. And again, they stop him behind the line. That is read well for a second straight play defensively. On 3rd and 2, Stewart. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. And he's going to have a Commander's first down, and he's going to have it by plenty. Able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 2. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
On 1st and 10, Stewart. And that's going to be caught downfield by Fant. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. Give him 30 yards there.
Brandon, we've both been around the game long enough that we know that in pregame, defenses are pretty amped up, aren't they? I mean, they're pounding lockers, and they can't wait to get out there. But when you hit them with some big pass plays early, it takes the starch right out of them.
So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Stewart. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. On 2nd down, a run with Gibson. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. It's been a 7-play opening drive, and this is 3rd and short. And he finds McLaurin. And they'll get this down to the 10. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down.
Oh, there's going to be a little bit of regret there because they certainly had the chance to get off the field here, just giving up a field goal attempt. But they couldn't get that stop on 3rd down. Now they have to hunker down because guess what? That drive continues.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Back to throw. Stewart. And he's got it. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds right at the 3. Now a first carry here for Robinson. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. That 2nd down play nets a -4.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. On 3rd down, Stewart. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Boswell's kick is good, and it's 3-0 Washington. Well, after marching down the field, only getting 3 there, kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points were put on the board.
This one taken just inside the 10. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And here's a look at their leader, standing 6'4".
That was a solid performance last week, wasn't it? 2 touchdowns, no interceptions, ran the team well, won the ball game. Bottom line, may not have been earth-shattering, but it didn't need to be.
1st and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. The numbers for him from a week ago: 8 catches, 72 yards.
And I get the feeling that he loves this matchup. I mean, the unit he's going against is in the bottom half of the league against the pass. He had to have circled this one on the schedule and said to himself, this should be a big game.
Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs to the 43, 2nd down. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Man open, that's Jamar Chase, complete. And they're going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 41-yard line. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage, and tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10, and he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. 2nd down, Jacobs once more. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down. They'll look to throw. And he's got his man on the out route. And they're going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 24-yard line. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. Solid opening drive so far, Charles. They've moved this football into field goal range, but you know that they want to cap this off with 6 and not 3.
Absolutely. As one of the better coaches in the league always tells me, on offense, I want to throw body blows all game long and finish it with uppercuts. Well, here are the body blows right now. He's hoping in one uppercut will take care of the end of this drive.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete. Back to the running game with Jacobs. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete. Now on 4th down, out comes the field goal unit here. From the right hash, this from an even 40 yards out. And this one is right through. And that will tie us at 3-3. So matching field goals on our opening 2 drives.
Yeah, it feels like 2 boxers feeling each other out here in the early going of the game, right? Exchanging some jabs, but none of the heavy stuff just yet.
Each team with a possession, each team with a field goal as the kick is away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Commanders going to retake the field for drive number 2. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
He's got a man, complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 39 yards there, a big one.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Stewart. And looking for McLaurin, but this is intercepted. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward. Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their second drive. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. They'll come out throwing here on first down. Open man is Chase, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
The throw over the middle, taken in. And they'll work this down inside the 30.
But whenever you call and run the hitch route, a lot of times that ball's got to be in the air before the receiver even turns around. That's the result of throwing it so many times in practice. Is really a timing route. Make sure that ball's out of your hands, and oftentimes the receiver turns around, and there's the ball. Nice completion there.
They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. Running straight ahead is Jacobs. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down. These two teams all tied after 1. Second quarter now, and it's London with the football. From the 25, here's 2nd and 6. 2nd and 6. He'll get this underneath to Jacobs. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
Well, they use him a lot out of the backfield. He had 5 catches a week ago, and he makes another catch here for good yardage.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Jacobs going to try the middle, and they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. He'll look to throw. Throw right side, going to be caught here by Waddle. Touchdown! Jalen Waddle, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bulldogs have moved out in front. Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. And it is up. And it's good. That'll make our score 10-3 now. So the drive there took 6 plays. And it was finished off by a Jalen Waddle touchdown. Fielded right around the 8. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. Not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up some momentum. They were moving the football, but something to at least build on for this offense as they run back out here.
Yeah, you're right about that. Up until that last play, everything was working pretty well for this offense, gaining chunks of yardage, getting first downs, really making a push for the end zone, and looked like they had a nice rhythm going. Now you got to have a short memory here. Don't focus on the interception. Focus on what came before it and get back to it.
On second down, here's Gibson again. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll go again with Gibson. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Shotgun handoff to Gibson. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9.
Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, if it's bring in your tight end, keep him in, your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw him break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
And this will be taken at the 13. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over.
Their quarterback leading this offense back out. He had the touchdown pass on their previous drive, and they'll search for another score as they begin here with a 1st and 10.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And now this is intercepted. My goodness.
And the Commanders are going to take possession of the football.
Okay, partner, no surprise to you. I'm going to look at this from the defensive perspective. In the rain, you have to be more cautious trying to cover passing routes. Why? The offense knows where they're going with the football. The receiver knows the route he's going to run. You have to make sure you keep your footing underneath you.
The Commanders' offense returning to the field. And they'll take over here following the interception with a chance to tie the ball game. It's 1st and 10.
Throwing on 1st down. Stewart.
The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Stewart. Now the ball comes loose. And this will be scooped up by the defense. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
All these years we've been watching the game, I start to get the sense that whenever it rains out, those guys who have to touch the ball and carry it, they're extremely resentful about that weather.
Yeah, I'm just happy I'm not resentful that we have a roof over our heads. I know that much.
Yeah, maybe we won't fumble our play sheets here as we just saw the fumble happen on the field.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw.
Looking for Chase on the out route. He's got him.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the 1st.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route. And what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
Here's a handoff to Jacobs. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Washington territory. A good run, got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that one incomplete, but now a penalty flag coming in late. That might be PI.
So a costly penalty yardage-wise as that'll move the football down to the spot of the foul.
And what the officials are looking for in these situations, whether you're playing the man or the ball. And if you're playing the man, you get a lot less leeway in terms of what's going to happen at the end of the play. But if you're looking for the football, it's less likely to draw the flag.
And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. So instead of giving them another third down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now, that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
So able to add on to their first half lead here, Charles, forcing the miscue with a fumble and then turning that into 3 points.
Yeah, and more than happy to accept any mistakes the other side is willing to make. No problem. You turn it over, we'll take that, and we'll use it to expand our lead.
This is taken just shy of the 10. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. And Washington going to come back out here to take over offensively. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness. Maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense. In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit.
And they'll use him out of the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago, there's another one right there.
On first down, Stewart. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
Well, this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long.
Target is to Dotson, and he's got him.
A nice pickup there, 19 yards. And they're set up better for 3rd. Back to throw. Stewart. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
Personal foul, roughing the tackle, defense.
A bad time for a roughing penalty, and they get the gift of a 1st and 10.
A give up the middle to Gibson.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Operating from the gun. Stewart. He completes this one to Terry McLaurin. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A gain there of 21 yards.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a 1st down.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Straight ahead, Gibson.
And they'll get to him just inside the 15, even after that strong run we witnessed. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Operating from the gun. Stewart.
This one left side caught by Gibson. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. On 3rd down, here's Gibson.
And he'll be stopped well short. Only 2 yards there. 4th and 3. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now it's Chris Boswell on for the field goal try. This is a 26-yard attempt. Boswell's kick is good. And they will cut the lead back down to a touchdown now at 13-6.
So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
London about set to take over on offense.
There was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down.
Nice job, nice patience right there. Put him on the right side, let him work his way across, put the ball in his hands and let him work his way upfield with a catch.
Back to throw now on first down.
That's caught. Waddle on the left side.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. 2nd and 2. And this one is incomplete. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Back to throw again. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end.
And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
At first glance, I thought he just used his size in order to win the route. But he also had a little subtle move in there as well. Made the defender think he was going one direction. I was able to track the ball in another.
Again, he'll drop to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Jacobs.
And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
They'll look to throw again. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock. And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice. An ambitious effort, but it's well short. So that would have been something from that distance, but to no avail. Comes up empty as we have reached the intermission. As it's time now to send you back.
Halftime over, no problem with us. We skip right to the 3rd quarter and continue this midseason contest.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. And this offense set to go now to begin the 3rd quarter. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime. Well, Brandon, we could see that play developing, and they were hoping that he was going to be able to put a move on the first guy and turn it into a big play. But no such luck. The speed on defense continues to get better and better in the NFL. Pretty nice example there of those guys being able to run from their assignments and finish off that play.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a first.
That's a pretty throw right there. That ball's in the air a long time, but it's right on the money on the right sideline. A really good route. Moving the defenders towards the middle of the field before breaking to the sideline. What a completion there. Big-time arm strength. Very nice route.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. A spin.
Another catch there for Waddle. And they're going to get this up to midfield. Here's Chase now on the jet sweep.
Running right through him. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
And 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw again.
And that one going to be off target and incomplete.
Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10. They'll set up a throw. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there that brings up 4th. And this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good, and this will remain a 1-touchdown game. So without making excuses, you have to figure that this rain has had an impact now on both of his missed field goals.
It's one of those situations really difficult to practice for and tough to prepare yourself against. It's just a whole different animal kicking in the rain, and we've really seen him struggle.
Now this offense got to be loving this. After the long missed field goal, they'll take over on the other side of the 50, 1st and 10.
A handoff for Gibson.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
It's interesting going into this game. There was so much talk from both sides about who would control the line of scrimmage. I think we've seen who has it in this one so far.
Well, they bottled him up. He's barely averaging over 3 yards a carry right now.
On a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. 43 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Operating from the gun, Stewart.
He'll check that down to Gibson out of the backfield. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Stewart
back to Gibson and another catch for him. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another 1st down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
On 1st and 10, it's Gibson.
And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Looking to throw. Stewart.
And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. And he is going to lose yardage here. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
Now it's Chris Boswell off for the field goal try. This a 31-yard attempt. Boswell's kick is good, and that'll bring him back within 4. So it's a 3rd field goal for him now. He's accounted for all 9 points. And look down to the sideline, though. You can just tell they weren't too happy for 3. They wanted 6.
So they have to have 6. Look, he's keeping them afloat, but they really need to do exactly what you talked about. They need to get into the end zone and score some touchdowns. Otherwise, he's going to have to kick a lot more field goals than just the 3 he's already put through the posts.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. So already not the best of kick returns there, but that penalty, that adds insult to injury and backs him up even closer to the goal line.
Yeah, not ideal field position to begin a drive, is it? Because the extra pressure now goes on the offense. They've got to get some early yards and get away from the shadow of their own goalposts. What every offense wants to do in this situation, get 2 first downs to help out with field position at the least.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Jacobs.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
That's the gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 3.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air.
Got a man. It's Chase. He completes it.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. This to Jacobs on the toss right. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked out at about the 3-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. So still backed up, but the situation not as dire now. 1st and 10 at the 14. On 1st down, right back to Gibson. And a nice run to get this up over the 20-yard line. 3 yards to go on 2nd down, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. Jumbo set. Once more, Gibson. And he can muster only a couple here to the 24. Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. They'll run with Gibson. And this is going to be a Commander's 1st down as he's got this up to the 28-yard line.
I know the game's changed. A lot of people would say it's evolved. Look, I'm a little bit Neanderthal, okay? I love this. No exotic formations, no misdirection. Just line up and run the darn ball and pick up the 1st down. I love it.
Yeah, 3rd and short, that's what you're supposed to do. Like you said, old school, smash mouth football. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a 1st down Washington on a pickup of 18.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
On the counter, Gibson. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Gibson here running out of the gun. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this 3rd quarter. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up. The medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break.
Washington going to send out their punter.
He'll boot it away from about his 35. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And this will be out of bounds, and they spot it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad. We have played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Welcome back now here in London. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Zach Cunningham rolling in to get the sack. So that time, Charles, quarterback helpless really in the pocket in the face of a pass rush like that. They were on him instantly.
And this came from the edge, and those pass rushers, they have so many tricks of the trade to get around blockers. They have a lot of tools in their kit. This was pure speed and athleticism on this play, though, and they could barely get a glove on him before he got the quarterback on the ground.
Now back to throw. And this is incomplete. This offense so far on 3rd down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. And now here's a deep shot that's complete. And he's going to step out of bounds all the way up near midfield. It's a big play there on 3rd down. And even 40 yards.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
The big play has him all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. And he carries this one past the midfield stripe and into Commander territory. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
Here's a 2nd and 7.
He'll get this underneath to Jacobs.
And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down.
Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
Brandon, unfortunately, I've been here before. They've had 2 opportunities to stop them, so this is demoralizing. They haven't gotten it done. Now you're calling all your blitzes, all your attack defenses, but you're not worried about playing your normal position. You're going to take chances now.
Well, you said it. 2 third-down opportunities to get off the field. Couldn't do it, and the clock continues to roll. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Looking to throw.
Looking for Chase on the out route. He's got him.
And he goes down at the 26. A pickup of 13, and that last play began at the 13. 1st down.
And that last throw right there putting him already over 3,000 passing yards now for the campaign.
And given where we are in the season, Brandon, you have to think to yourself, if he stays healthy, I think 4,000 is a given. I think 5,000 is not out of the question if he stays hot.
They will run out of the gun with Jacobs. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3.
Second down, Jacobs once more.
And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. They'll drop to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Jacobs. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. So 8 yards on the completion there, and it'll be 4th down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
Back to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete.
And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
This game has been a lesson, a clinic in how to throw the football. I mean, even with a big lead, They're not turning off the engine. They're not getting off the gas at all. They plan to keep going at them, and it's working for them.
So this drive going to continue following the conversion on fourth. Here's 1st and 10.
They're going to look to throw. And he will find his man on the outside.
Complete to number 15. 4 yards on the pickup.
2nd and 6. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
The pass. Complete to number 44.
They'll look to throw. And it's caught. Touchdown.
Jamar Chase.
A 9-yard touchdown grab.
And the Bulldogs add on to their fourth quarter lead, and they are on their way to improving to 8-2. And that's certainly going to bump up the old win probability index because now it's a 2-score game here the fourth quarter.
Yeah, you're taking me into that deep water now. Win probability index. This game's definitely not over. We're not looking at a 0.5% or something. It's just 2 scores. But the way that this team has played, to me, what I've seen, they absolutely deserve to win this game. They've been the better team by far throughout.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Taken from about the 12. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. And the Washington offense heading out. Well, that last touchdown we just saw, what an important one. Now it's back to a 2-score deficit for this crew as they take the field here, and they are in desperate need of finding the end zone.
Throwing to start the drive. Stewart.
A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Stewart.
And he's going to drop this one down to Gibson.
And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
On 3rd and 2, Stewart.
He's got his tight end fan. And he's going to have a Commander's first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a 1-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
Back to throw again.
That one is slant to McLaurin. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And a little floater there, but it'll wind up incomplete, falling to the ground. They'll look to throw again. Looking left sideline, it's complete.
Plenty of shouts from this crowd as they watch the replay. They want a challenge, and they're going to get one. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive.
Able to connect with Dotson. And he will be taken down, but it's a big play and a conversion for Washington on 4th down.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Buying time to his left. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw again. Stewart.
They'll set up the screen for Gibson. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
So it's Commanders football as we get back to it.
They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score.
Out route looking for McLaurin. He's got him.
And oh, he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches. Now it's Chris Boswell on for the field goal try. From the right hash, this from 33. Boswell's kick is good, and that'll make this an 8-point game. So you knew one way or another that they needed the 2 scores. They get the easy one out of the way. Now they'll get the ball back, hopefully.
Yeah, and the question is, how do you accomplish that? Do you onside kick it? Or since you have all 3 timeouts, do you kick it deep? To me, I'm playing field position. With all 3 timeouts, I kick it deep and try and pin them back there.
And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. London about set to take over on offense. Well, they can smell victory, partner. They can see it on the horizon, but certainly we're not done yet here. Defense still has 3 timeouts, and obviously this is a very slim lead they're holding on to.
And let's face it, the easiest way to get this done, challenge your ground game. Challenge your offensive line, your tight ends, your receivers, anyone who's going to lay down a block. Don't let there be penetration, because they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and maybe bring extra people to the ball. If you can do that, make them burn their timeouts, run out the clock, life will be good. But if you really want to gamble a little bit, a quick play action, quick throw, might be able to get it done. Just make sure it's not incomplete and stop the clock.
Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Once again, it's Jacobs. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Here's Jacobs from the gun. And he'll get this across the 40 and up to about the 42-yard line.
He's brought down at the 42-yard line. That's the game of 3. It's 3rd and 7.
On 3rd down, here comes Jacobs. And good vision there as he's across midfield and down to the 45-yard line. It's a pickup of 13, and with that 13 yards, this ball game just about over. His longest run of the game right there, and a pretty good time for it. A huge 3rd down conversion late.
Love the mindset. Love the way he flipped the switch late in the game, needed a big run, and helped produce it with great leverage from the offensive line. But you also know what happens, too. The defense stacks the line. So if you can break through that first barrier, there's usually plenty of room to run.
Victory very much in sight now as they'll take a knee. Well, Charles, the forecast called for rain throughout the entire game, and we got rain throughout the entire game. But these 2 teams, they had fun getting dirty out there. They loved it slump.
Did you trust the forecast ahead of time? Or are you one of those guys
I'm a little skeptical
about it, or did you trust it?
But when I saw just a big blob of green on the radar, I said, okay, let's trust.
Yeah, and that's why I'm glad you took my advice. Got your notes laminated, because, you know, open-air booth, that rain can affect us as well, although not as much as the guys on the field. But let's face it, it's kind of fun to watch these types of games, isn't it?
It is. By the way, how impressive is it that you travel with a laminator? I didn't even know there was a portable laminator.
The things that you learn.
Golly, wise beyond his years. So for London, they continue to put themselves in position for a first-round bye as they move to 8-2. And they'll get to stay put for a few days as they'll host the Houston Texans next week. Meanwhile, for Washington, the turnaround hasn't materialized as they fall to 2-7. And they'll get a home date next week against the Kansas City Chiefs.